Is Snowflake still the ultimate growth monster of the cloud, or is the valuation finally hitting reality? That is the massive question for investors here in March 2026. Snowflake has been one of the most talked about data companies, but the volatility has been enough to give anyone whiplash. In today's video, we're breaking it all down. We'll look at the recent developments, dive into the fundamental numbers, including that massive revenue growth, and check the charts for those critical price targets you need to know. So, what's happening with Snowflake right now? As of March 2026, the big story is AI data infrastructure. You can't have AI without organized data, which is exactly what Snowflake provides. However, competition is fiercer than ever, with cloud giants fighting for enterprise spending. We've seen high volatility because while demand is skyrocketing, investors are becoming more selective. They aren't just looking for growth anymore, they want to see a clear path to actual profit. To see if Snowflake is hitting those marks, let's look at the fundamentals. First, revenue, the total money brought in. In 2021, Snowflake's revenue was just $0.592 billion. Since then, growth has been explosive. By 2023, they crossed the $2 billion mark. In 2025, they hit $3.626 billion. And in 2026, they reached a massive $4.683 billion. Looking ahead to 2027, the expectation is a staggering $5.920 billion. Revenue has increased almost tenfold in just a few years, a clear sign that Snowflake is still in a massive expansion phase. But growth comes at a cost. Operating profit shows what's left after the day-to-day costs of running the business. In 2021, the loss was $543 million. As the company scaled, losses widened, hitting $1.456 billion in 2025 because Snowflake reinvested everything into winning the market. However, for 2026, the loss narrowed to $1.435 billion, and for 2027, the market expects a massive swing to a positive $0.737 billion. This suggests the company is finally turning the corner toward profitability. Next is net profit, the actual bottom line after all expenses and taxes. In 2021, the net loss was $539 million, and by 2026, it stands at $1.329 billion. It's important to be direct. Snowflake is still unprofitable as it scales its global footprint. Right now, investors are betting that future scale will eventually turn these red numbers into black ones. However, there is a silver lining: free cash flow. This is the actual cash a company generates after its capital expenditures. Unlike net profit, Snowflake's cash story is strong. In 2021, it was negative $80 million, but it turned positive quickly. By 2023, it hit $520 million, and in 2026, it reached a solid $1.120 billion. By 2027, it's expected to hit $1.359 billion. This proves the business is generating real cash, providing a huge safety net for growth. Now let's look at the charts. Here in March 2026, the price structure is very interesting. The stock has recently moved inside a key area between $139 and $177. This zone has acted as a major reaction area where buyers have consistently stepped in. Think of this as a potential support or accumulation zone where the big money is interested. If momentum returns, the next short-term target zone is between $411 and $471. This is a significant upside area if the market rewards Snowflake for its improving margins. And for the long term, if Snowflake dominates the AI data space, the main long-term target scenario sits between $804 and $967. It's an ambitious scenario, but that's the potential for a company growing revenue tenfold in such a short time. In summary, we have massive revenue growth and over $1 billion in free cash flow. While net losses continue, the trend toward 2027 profitability is the big story. Technically, we are in a very interesting reaction zone with huge upside potential. But what do you think? Is Snowflake a must-buy growth monster, or are you waiting for more confirmation on those profit targets? Let me know in the comments. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.